Okay, so I'm going to explain the housing crisis. Okay, so illegals came in, and what they did is they took skilled labor jobs from people like me. I literally grew up with my father remodeling houses. Okay, that's what I know how to do. That's the work I know. I roof, I do plumbing, I do flooring, I do walls, all of it. That's my skills. That's my skill set. Now that's a skilled laborer job. But these Mexicans were coming in, not just Mexicans, all the Mexicans, all the Salvadorians, all of them, all of them, all those Hispanics were coming over here. And when the skilled labor was worth $7.50 an hour, they were saying, "I'll do the work for $4.50 an hour, boss." Yeah, okay. So the bosses got rid of all of us freaking white and black people who live here in America to save $3 an hour. What they do is, for every two Americans they fire, they could hire three Mexicans and make more profit. Okay, so that's start one. Now what they do is they take six or eight of these guys and they stick them all in a house, right? They stick them all in a one-bedroom house. These guys are sleeping on the floor and everything, right? So they take that money because they're not trying to fucking raise a family. Instead, what they do is they send a quarter of it home to their family down there where they can afford to live on a quarter of the price of a minimum wage job, under minimum wage. They were undercutting the market. Okay. They saved up the rest of that money and they turn around and get a legal business license and start their own business. So now they undercut not only the worker, but also the owner, the boss, right? So then they go and they did these jobs at dirt prices, right? Because they're living six and eight to a fucking one bedroom house, and they can do that one bedroom apartment, whatever, right? So then they continue sending less than a quarter of their profit over there now, and to save their money, and then they buy fucking houses because they were able to undercut everybody. That's why the housing market is so bad. That's why the job market is so bad. That's why we have so many fucking homeless drug addicts. Because those of us who had skills, what are we supposed to do with our skills anymore? This is the only skills I know. I only know how to remodel houses. Now, I can do mechanic work and all sorts of other shit, cook, all this other shit. But those aren't my skills. That's not what I was raised to do. Even from way in the past. Way in the past, six generations ago, this is what we did was build houses. But no, they undercut us, they took our jobs, and they took your houses.